Hey guys, this is Trainer Dave with Rock City Boxing Central Coast. Welcome to today's video. So today we're going to focus on a couple of those neglected or forgotten parts of our body. Okay, we're going to be working on the hands and the feet. Really important when we talk about Parkinson's especially, that we're not forgetting to include these exercises and these body parts in our workouts weekly. Okay, we know that with that rigidity, we lose some of that manual dexterity, the ability to really use our hands and the feet the way that we want to use them in day-to-day life. Okay, so it's important to make sure that you're including hands and feet in your workouts each week. All right, so we're going to start with the hands. And before we do that, if you'd like a chair, go ahead and grab a chair. You can sit in that chair and follow along, okay, if you need to do that. All right, so we're going to start with the hands, and we're going to start with double punches. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have my hands making a nice tight fist right at my chest, extending forward all the way out and really opening and splaying those fingers as wide as I possibly can. Pull back to the chest for a nice tight squeeze and then open up. Okay, here we go, 20 times. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, nice tight squeeze. 5, and really open up those hands when you come forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, good work. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. Good work. Okay, now we're gonna work on some finger taps. Okay, so I've got my fingers open, my hands open nice and wide, right? That's our starting position, nice wide open hands, fingers splayed out. And then we're gonna start with the index finger. We're gonna tap the index finger to the thumb, and then slide down middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. And then we're gonna come back and return starting with the pinky. Pinky, ring, middle, index. Okay, now we're gonna put some numbers on this. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in reverse, starting with the pinky, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna do this for 4 rounds. Here we go. Keep those hands open wide. The key is to keep those hands open wide. The only time I'm bringing down is for that one finger, but you see that the other fingers remain as wide open as I can have them, okay? Really trying to work on keeping those hands wide open and splayed out. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, shake that out a little bit if you need to. Now we're going to work on wrist flexion and extension. So I've got my hands out to the front. I'm going to first flex down and then extend up. If you can see from the side here, I want the action to happen at the wrist, so I flex down at the wrist and then extend up, just like this, okay? So keep the fingers straight and let all the work happen there at the wrist. All right, hands straight out, palms facing down, 20 repetitions, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good, shake it out. All right, now we're gonna work on some wrist rolls. So for the wrist rolls, my arms are gonna be out to the side, palms facing down, and I'm gonna roll my wrists the same time in one direction so that my palms are facing up. And then I'm gonna roll back the other direction. Okay, I wanna roll as much as I can both directions And as I roll, you're gonna feel this movement all the way up to your shoulder joint, okay? So really looking to twist and roll those wrists as much as you can. All right, here we go. 20 repetitions, arms out to the side, core's nice and tight as I'm standing here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, good. 12, 13, 14, really roll. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good work. Okay, now we're gonna work on a finger crunch. So again, my hands start here, open wide, and I'm gonna crunch down to the second or middle knuckle, making a claw. And I'm gonna crunch really, really tight, hold for just a second, and then open back up nice and wide. Hands opened up top, splayed fingers, and then crunch again. Good. So it's crunch and open. Really hard crunch, open wide. All right, 20 repetitions. Here we go at that second or middle knuckle. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, crunch hard, 10, 11, open those fingers up, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you can count along with me too, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good, starting to feel that, shake it out if you need to. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is the tabletop. So I'm bringing my arms up in front of me, elbows are bent, palms are facing each other. We're gonna make a nice little tabletop. We're gonna open the table and close the table. All right, for 20 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. Good. All right, now the last one we're gonna do for the hands is gonna be the finger flex. So I've got both hands again open nice and wide, and I'm gonna use the 4 pads of the fingers this time, okay? The thumb's not involved here, just the 4 pads of my fingers, and I'm gonna flex down as far as I can to the heel of my palm, and then open wide. So we're gonna flex down and open wide. All right, 20 repetitions, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze when you flex, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. Good, shake it out. All right, good job. So those are the exercises for our hands, okay? And now we're gonna move on to the feet. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is take your shoes and your socks off, okay? We get trapped in those shoes every day, all day, and it really puts the feet in that position where they can't move and really move the way that they're naturally supposed to do. So that's what we want to do. We want to get the foot out, we want to feel the ground, get that feedback, and really put our feet through ranges of motion that we're not used to doing. Okay, we're looking to strengthen the toes, the arch of your foot, your ankle, your calf, and really be preventative here on things like sprains. So then we're out and about walking, if something happens and I roll on one side or the other, I want to have some strength in my ankle joint to be preventative there and help me in the event that something does happen when I'm out and about. Okay, so we're gonna start with foot circles. Okay, these exercises can be done in a seated position in a chair like I'm doing. You can also be down on the floor, just sitting on the ground if you'd like to as well. Okay, so pick a position that's comfortable for you and that's gonna work for you. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is foot circles. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift my foot up off the floor completely, and then I'm gonna flex my toes, crunch those, right? And this is what's really helping strengthen that arch right now. So as I'm flexing, or it's like I'm picking something up off the floor, right? Crunching those toes, you might feel a little bit of cramping or pain in your arch. Just dial it back a little bit if you start to feel that, okay? I do want to strengthen the arch here by doing this and having that flex, but if you start to cramp, just let it out a little bit or stop completely with the flexion and just work on the circles, okay? But if you can, what I want you to do is crunch those toes, flex, and then we're gonna do 10 circles, and we're gonna move in both directions. Okay, so let's go one direction first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, really flex those toes, 9, 10, and now back the other direction. 1, 2, 3, big circles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now to the other foot. And what I'd like you to think about here too is I want to do nice slow circles. So a big circle and a slow circle. Okay, here we go. So the other foot's up. I'm flexing those toes, and here we go. One direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now back the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay. All right, now we're gonna work on flexion and extension. Okay, so I'm lifting my foot up again off the floor and basically pointing the toes straight out and then flexing the toes back. Okay, so we're working on pointing those toes, and as I point forward, again, I'm looking to crunch those toes and work on that arch. And as I bring my foot back in extension, I'm looking to open those toes up. All right, so it's back and forth, just like this. All right, 10 repetitions, both sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switching feet, other one comes up, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, back to the other foot one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch last time on the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to work on an X pattern. So diagonal patterns here, okay? We're going to get into some movements here that we're not used to doing, okay? That you're not used to moving your foot in certain ways. And that's all right. You know, that's going to help strengthen those parts of our feet that we're not used to moving and using. Okay, so this first one is a diagonal pattern or an X pattern, okay? So I'm picking my foot up, and all I'm going to do is trace the letter X, but I'm working 1/2 of the letter at a time. So we're going to start with 1 dash here. I take my foot, I go from the outside down, just like this. Down and up, back and forth in that diagonal. So we're gonna go 10 times one direction, and then we're gonna go 10 back the other direction to complete that X. All right, here we go. Lift your foot up, moving one direction only. Here we go, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, stop, and now we're gonna make the other half of that letter X. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, we'll switch to the other side. Remember, this is working on our coordination, really our body control. We're not used to using our feet in this way, so it's harder to control that movement and make it happen. And those are all good things that we want to work on here, okay? All right, the other side, one half of that letter X first to start. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now the other half of that letter X. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So now the next thing we're going to work on is rolling up onto the toes here, okay? So this is going to be a weighted exercise. We're going to be bearing weight here. So I'm going to get my right foot out front. I'm going to start in this one knee down, one knee up position. We're working on the foot that's in front here, okay? So what you want to do is we're going to go both hands to the side, and I'm going to roll forward, flexing those toes, taking my shin, driving it down toward those toes, and really trying to work on extending those toes back. So I'm starting here, and I roll my shin forward to my toes, and then back. Roll forward and back. Okay, from the side position, I'm here, hands to the side. I'm rolling onto those toes as much as I comfortably can here, really bearing weight as much as I comfortably can, and then rolling back. Putting that pressure and that weight on those toes, getting a good extension on them, and then rolling back. All right, here we go. We're gonna go 10 repetitions, both sides. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go one more. 10. Good job. And now we're going to switch legs. And if you're having trouble, you can always use a raised or elevated surface here to help this positioning here. If I can't get all the way down to the floor, I've got a nice chair here that's elevated. So when I roll forward, I can hold this and then make the movement happen. I'm still getting the work of flexing those toes back, and then adding that weight as needed. But it's going to be a little easier for me to do, and a little easier for me to control the amount of weight that I want from this elevated position. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good job. Okay, All right, so the next one we're gonna do now is from a standing position. We're gonna do some more weight-bearing movements here, okay? So that first one we're gonna do is a standing ankle roll, okay? I'm standing along my foot, and I'm just gonna do one foot at a time here. I'm putting weight on my whole foot, all the way down on the entire foot, and I'm rolling my ankle in and out, or side to side, as much as I can. Again, another one of those awkward moves we never really do, but really trying to shift side to side here, working all directions of the ankle to strengthen it and really be preventative against things like sprains when we're out and about walking, okay? All right, here we go. So taking that weight and shifting it from the outside of the foot to the inside of the foot as much as you can. 10 repetitions on both sides. Here we go, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, shake that out if you need to a little bit. And remember on these weight-bearing exercises, as much weight as you can comfortably stand to make the exercise happen, okay? All right, so the next one we're gonna do is ankle circles from an elevated toe position. Okay, so that means I'm on my heel, I'm bearing weight on my heel, and then I'm gonna make my foot circles. Okay? So again, nice big circles, slower movement here, but the heel is on the ground. Here we go, 10 reps in one direction and 10 in the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, we'll switch feet. Same thing, I'm on my heel, my toes are raised, and I can even flex or crunch those toes to still work on that arch like we did earlier. If that's too much or you start to cramp up, just let it loose and work the circle. But if you can, try to flex those toes and work on strengthening that arch. Here we go, 10 circles, one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 circles back the other direction, flexing those toes if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good. Now we're gonna work on ankle circles again. This time, now the weight's on my foot, so I've got an elevated or raised heel. I'm on weight is now into my toes, and I'm gonna do circles, foot circles from my toes, from the front of the foot, just like this, so elevated heel. All right, 10 circles, one direction, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. Again, I'm on those toes. The heel is raised. 10 circles both directions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back the other direction for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Okay, and now we're going to work on shifting weight from side to side now. So I'm on the balls of my feet, and I'm going to start with my big toe, or the ball of my foot, the big toe, and roll over to the small toe. So I'm just going to roll back and forth while staying and bearing weight on my toes. Okay, side to side here, putting that weight into my toes and staying on the balls of my feet and shifting side to side. Here we go, 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, the last exercise we're going to work on are calf raises, okay? So from side position, if you can see me, I'm simply raising up to the tops of my toes here. Heels come off the ground, getting up as high as I can in this position here, okay? Stay on the toes, and if you need something to support you, you take your chair, you can have it right out in front of you. And again, I'm working and trying to get up on those toes off the heels as much as I can. All right, we're gonna work 20 repetitions here. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up as high as you can. 6, focus on that big toe. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. All right, good work. Okay guys, so that's hands and feet. All right, so please use this video throughout the week. Okay, you could do it every other day. You could work on it every day. You might be a little bit sore initially when you've done this if you've not used your feet or hands a lot. So just take that into consideration. But I would say at least once or twice a week, incorporate this video into your workouts and make sure that you're not forgetting or neglecting those parts of our body. Okay, the feet and the hands are very important. All right, guys, thanks again. Great job. We'll see you next time.